I'll try not to cry so much, but it's been a while. I close my eyes and visualize your smile. See, you meant so much, and now we're out of touch. Oh.
Tell us about Zeek the Kid.
Oh man, well, Zeek the Kid. I was a little bit eccentric, as you can tell. I kind of did some things at the beat of my own drum. I was very independent. Our family was very bonded. My parents, my dad's a preacher, my mom's a missionary, Church of God in Christ, Pentecostal. He said, I heard somebody. So it was really cool though. They didn't let us stray. I will definitely say that. I dabbled into other music on my own.
You were sneaking.
I definitely was. I definitely was.
You were sneaking.
But I couldn't shake it. So Zeek the Kid was always attracted to music, and it wasn't any certain type of genre. I did track and field, but it was still music. I did baseball, but there was still music. So music out of everything was the constant in my entire life.
What was it about music that continuously drew you to it?
The fun thing about it is it was the tangibility, if that's the word. It was tangible to me more so than it was audible. I think certain songs from certain artists, you could actually feel what they were saying. And oftentimes I wouldn't listen to, at the time, the music that was current for people my age. I would actually ask my friends to go get their parents' CDs. I'm like, yo, let me listen to some Marvin Gaye, or let me listen to some Aretha Franklin. That's what I actually want to hear, because in my opinion, and there's definitely artists today in between that time span that can convey, or what I say, the word I tend to use is reach the audience through what they're saying. But I always gravitated to the older music, and it's because I felt that connection. So I guess it was, if nothing else, it was the feeling that I got.
Well, I mean, you definitely got an old soul. I mean, it comes out in your music, in your voice. And I think I remember you saying at one point you had to grow to have a real appreciation for your voice and how it sounded.
I did. I really did. Growing up in church, I sung soprano, and yeah.
Soprano.
Yes. And it was full voice, and of course puberty hit, and then I started sounding like this. And I told myself I was never going to sing again. I was like, I'm just going to write a little bit. I directed choirs, formed groups, but I would sing from time to time. I was like, I really just need to start playing the background, because no one wants to hear me sound. I used to say I sound like a 60-year-old man. Like, no one wants to hear that. I mean, who wants to? I mean, you want to hear. You got the younger artists that may sing pop, and they got the lighter voices, and here I go. They're like, no one wants to hear that. It wasn't until I actually moved to Philadelphia and actually into Pine Bluff a little bit that I actually started seeing what I truly have, for lack of a better term. And it's definitely a blessing. It's not mine. It's just two blessings.
Bring it down to game. Bring it down to levels too high. Bring me down to game. Bring me down to levels too high. Bring me down to game. Bring me down to levels too high. Bring me down to game.
Long story short, we exchanged things, and he said, okay, well, you know, give me an EP, you know, as soon as you can. I think within like a week's time or two, I sent him my first EP, which is Emotions. You can get that for free. I don't have it here, but and it was really cool, man. I recorded it out of a closet.
A closet?
Closet. Yeah.
Like at home? A closet?
It wasn't even my home, but yeah, it was a closet.
A whole EP. Listen, you can do anything you put your
don't wait on anybody. Do it.
EP in
Absolutely.
a closet.
Absolutely.
Wow. And so you sent that over to him.
Sure did. He said, okay, I get it. I was like, really? Okay, cool. Next step, I'm the kind of guy that's like, yo, okay, you want me to step here? All right, hopefully this step up here before I put all my weight on it. I've always been a risk taker. Especially if I had something in my mind, I won't stop until it's completed. So he had mentioned Philadelphia and how tough of a crowd Philadelphia can be, and I'm always up for a challenge. So I said, okay. And he said at the time I was doing just straight Neo, so he's like, you know, this would be a great thing for you. Yeah. So I was like, okay, you know, we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
One thing that really helps you to remain humble was the fact that when you first came to Philly, you came with really nothing. I think you said like a bag of peanuts.
Literally,
and
a bag of peanuts.
A couple of shirts and some pants.
Yep, one bag of peanuts, my laptop, thank God. The thing is, but yeah, a bag of peanuts. I had no money. And it's not that I've always been really independent, so it's definitely not anything as a bash to my parents. They would have definitely helped me out, but I've always been the guy that's like, you know, once you leave home, don't go back asking for this, you know, so I've always been very independent. So, yeah, nothing. A few pants, shirt, bag of peanuts, literally, and man, a pocket full of dreams and 2 more pockets, and we're gonna make this happen.
So how'd you go about putting the plan in motion? I mean, you took the risk, you came here, you're in a city you don't really know,
sure.
And you've already kind of been warned that there's a tough market here,
sure.
Which I think we can all be honest, Philly is definitely a market where you have to prove or that you deserve our applause and
absolutely.
that you deserve our attention.
Absolutely.
So how did you go to put the plan in motion and then face the tough crowd?
Oh, we went to every open mic, every single night, starting from day one. And if we had to pay, we would pay to get in. If we didn't, we would go. We would stay. We would write our names. Oftentimes, it would be at the top of the list. We would be the last people to sing. I would be the last person to sing, excuse me. But it was what we wanted. We wanted to be seen. We wanted to be, literally from the ground up. And it was every single night, for weeks on end. And maybe take a break or two, and then we go right back into it. I think at the time, the Walnut Room was really popular. Big Bangs had one. A few other spots too, but it's like, if you want it, make it happen.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. How you doing? I can see it in your eyes. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. It's gonna be a great night, y'all. How you feeling?